Good morning, everyone. Welcome to VEDA, day 8. Fun fact, a good friend of mine, she asked me, what are you going to do when you get to VEDA day 11? I told her, I'm going to have to make up a sign because she said, you're going to run out of digits. Um, but anyway, guys, welcome to VEDA day 8. And here's another fun fact. This is actually my second time recording it because I did it yesterday, and today's question is, show us what you do for fun. And part of what I do for fun is stuff that I do at home, which is crafting. So when I tried to do like a kind of show and tell kind of thing, show and tell and show how I do what I do, I didn't really like the way the video turned out because I kept going out of frame. It was really my first time filming like that. So I decided that I'd wake up early and I'd re-record so I'd have something to edit and post for today. Hopefully the video won't be too long. But what I'll be showing you today is, I had talked about it in another video, that one of the things that I do is I journal, and I've been using a traveler's journal. And what I've become obsessed with, which is what my favorite part of the traveler's journal, is how you can make it individualized. And the individualization that I like to create is the inserts for the notebooks. So after when I found out about this type of journaling, I had researched ways of making your own inserts because I didn't realize that this was a whole world that existed. So anyway, I'd watched tons of YouTube videos and found lots of blogs that gave instruction on how to do it. And what I'm going to show you is how I make my inserts, at least a short version of how I make it. And okay, good morning, everyone. So I talked about these before. These are my journal notebooks. Well, they call them traveler's journals. I don't travel much, but these are like the notebooks, and the notebooks really are just the covers. These two are leather. This one is not. This one I got from Michael's. Sorry for all the background noise. But this one my husband got for me for my birthday. This one was my first one that I bought myself, and this one I got from Michael's. I think I told you that. I think I paid $10 for this one, about $30 or $40 for this one, and like I said, this was a gift, so I'm not even sure. I don't even remember how much it was. And these two were bought on Amazon. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you guys was what's inside. So we'll go inside this one. So anyway, so in here, when we look in here, we have some notebooks, and these are all notebooks that I've made. So like this one is that this month's calendar? Yeah, I think, yeah, this is the calendar that I made for YouTube. I haven't filled in anything for August, and I know it's like August 8th and I have nothing in there. But I'm doing VEDA all month, so. But this was July, yeah, and I used washi tape that I got like from Michael's, but also some decorative tape that I got from the dollar store. And basically just good old-fashioned a ruler and some markers and just putting pretty colors together. So I did insert pages for each day, each month. Pretty much what I do is I stalk Michael's and I look for cardstock. There we go. This I got on sale for like $5. It was on clearance, and maybe it was like the last one there. And so it's got 48 pages, and it's like what people use for scrapbooking, and I just use the paper for that. Trying to get so like I usually look for stuff that has like pretty designs and stuff like that to make the template that's already put together, and I cut it down to size. So basically, I usually get a piece of paper and fold it in half. And then when I cut it to size, I usually use a paper cutter. I have two different types. I have this one, this long one that has an arm. I had gotten this on sale as well. It's got a long arm, and because what I mainly use it for is for making the inserts, I mark my my measurements, so it makes it easier. This was my newer one. My older one, I kind of like taught myself, like I know like where my measurements start and end on a standard piece of paper, or you know, I just make my markings. So anyway, I get like this is like from a legal pad, fold it in half, and then I cut it to size. So lengthwise for the spine, down the spine of the notebook, it's going to be 8 1/4, and then like to the top and the bottom, like going that way, is going to be 4 1/4. And so I use this as a template. So, and then on the inside, I marked what my top and what my bottom is, and then I also mark where I want my holes, because I'm going to stitch this booklet together using needle and thread. You could also use a long arm stapler if you wanted to. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do it that way. I've thought about getting a long arm stapler because it seems like that would be like an easier option, but I kind of like the I guess kind of rustic look on using needle and thread. So this is my template that I use. So that being said, like I showed you my cardstock that I use, and I have some pre-cut ones that that I'll show you what I'll do. So these are pre-cut to the dimensions that I told you that's on my template. So they were, you know, that large cardstock, and I just cut them and folded, you know, I folded them in half and I cut them down to size. So now what I do now is I typically get about 7 sheets of computer paper. That's it. 7 sheets of computer paper, and I'll like split it down the middle, fold it in half, create a section, move this out of the way for a second, right? And then I get my little paper cutter, and then I just cut along those dimensions. So I can get it 4 1/4 along the top and bottom. I just line it up on the, you know, the little measurements on the paper cutter and pull swoop through. And then I know with this paper, I only need up to this one little sliver line to get the rest of, for the spine to be at 8 1/4. So I just have to take the little quarter piece off of the bottom. So I'll do it again to the other batch. And then here. And then that's it. So then once that's done, let's put this away. I just put my pile of paper together like so. Grab a cover. Tuck it in. What I do next is basically I stitch it together. I have a eraser and a push pin, some cotton thread. It's got a couple of strands on there, so it makes it a little bit more sturdy, so it's not just gonna pop off, and a needle. So I get like, you know, a little length there, cut it off like so, and then thread my needle and pull it through, and then I just kind of like make sure that there's like a little hanging off of the end, because that's gonna be helpful in the next couple of steps. So what I do is I now take my template, and you remember where I put my dots and everything, there's some holes in there already if you look closely, because I was making inserts last night. So I just line it up in there, make sure that the center is flush in there, and then I just use my rubber, my eraser and my push pin, and I put my holes in. Some people use, they have like these fancy like, you know, mats and these tools and stuff like that, and I didn't really think I needed all of that. And there you go. I put my holes, and now I've got my holes. So what I do, when I first started making them, I would put the holes I'd start threading it from the inside, and so I'd tie them out on the inside. But I found that I like it on the outside. So at this point, what I do is I start from the back, from the center, right? I pull through. And you remember that tail I told you to leave? So I leave a little bit there. Then I go to the next one over, pull through, making sure I don't pull it all the way through. Right? And then I forgot what they call this stitch. If anybody knows, you can leave a comment down below. And then I push through, pull, and then in that second hole I go back in, and then I pull through. Then I kind of flip it. Now I go to the fourth hole down, push through, then pull, then go to the fifth hole through the inside, pulling out like that. Go back in the fourth hole on the end to go in the inside, and then when you come back to, when you're in the inside and you want to come back through the center, this piece of thread is on this side of the string, so you want to make sure that when you're pulling, when you're coming back up, that you're on the other side of the string, like so, like that. Right? And you kind of pull through. So now you have the string on either side. So what I do is I go through twice, pull through nice and tight, then I do it one more time, knot it, then grab my scissors, there you go, and then I have a little tail there. Close it, and there you go. So that's what it looks like on the inside. That's what it looks like on the outside. And there you have your little insert for your traveler's notebook. Oh, it's upside down. So now you can put it in there and, you know, do whatever you want with it. Whether it's doodling or journaling, or if you're one of those people that likes to carry around a notebook to take notes during the day and stuff like that, that's a good idea too. I don't use fancy pens. I get like some Papermate colored markers and such that that I use for like writing in my journal. So that's part of. So anyway, thanks again. I've just learned how to put the little I button. I don't know which side it's going to show up, where it'll take you to the, I'll link to the rest of my VEDA videos, and I'll probably put my last couple of personal vlog videos on that little I button there, so you guys can check out my other videos. Learning a lot of stuff on YouTube. Thanks YouTube people for being so helpful and giving all types of information. But I'm going off on a tangent again. I just want to say thank you so much, and I'll see you later, or see you tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.